Welcome to Actually Controller, the podcast that is actually Controller, and we are actually in control of everything you are hearing right now. I'm so very sorry. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back to Actually Controller. You got Steve.
Here's Chad.
Chris.
Rob. I'm Jeffrey. Here, retake. Jeffrey.
I'm not wearing my ears, so this is different for me.
Yeah, it is. You're usually the one
that naked.
Yeah, you're usually the one with the ears, so you're hearing everybody.
So yeah. Plus, I have some major tinnitus right now. What did you say?
What was that?
So we have finished up the tour at this point. That's I guess that's what we're supposed to be talking about. I was sick.
Completely wrapped the
I
tour.
was wondering why you were so quiet.
My mic was off.
Yeah, it was.
I'm wrong.
Dang,
Hi, this is Bob.
There you go.
Hey.
So
How am I the singer?
How long is the battery going to last?
Oh, the battery was fine. He just muted it.
I mean, I could turn it off now.
So yeah, the tour officially is now done with our latest show from Harpo's.
Echoes of Tomorrow.
Yes, the Echoes of Tomorrow Tour 2023 is officially done.
And joining us tonight.
Yeah. And as you saw, this past episode was kind of the some of the antics that happened while we were on the tour. The video comprised of kind of the halfway point in Virginia Beach, and then directly after unloading the trailer and sitting on the back patio, and me and Chad and Chris all kind of discussing death and the feeling of just
how great it was to be home.
Yeah,
let's do it again.
I gotta
Actually, I totally would be down to go run again.
I gotta say I'm really proud of us for hitting all of the bucket list things that we said we were gonna do. I will say that we ran non-stop as if we were like 20 years younger.
Yeah,
the entire time.
That was something that got brought up
the entire time. There was like very little downtime, even in our downtime.
Yeah, our downtime was
our down days.
The downtime was like, Chris, are you dying?
Yeah.
We're gonna take a break today.
Yeah, like 13 hours of let Chris sleep because we can't kill him. Are we gonna play this show? He said yes.
And I think
okay.
that, we had talked. I think that's because we were just go.
Yeah.
And it was finally like exhaustion was like, okay, I need.
The evening that we walked through the mall in D.C., it was like 101 degrees.
Good Lord.
I'm still not convinced that it was only that. I'm still thinking with the way that your stomach was that you may have had a little bit of food poisoning going on top of that.
That's possible.
With the way that your body
food
temperature...
poisoning, the chocolate.
Yeah.
Over
the exhaustion.
The strain, the just everything. Exhaustion. Yeah. And like I said, I couldn't regulate my temperature. That was the biggest thing. I woke up and I'm like, I am just super fucking hot.
Yeah. Super F to the uck. So, but Chad and I were discussing this. That's not a ailment. That's a symptom of an ailment. So we were trying to figure out.
Touche. Touche. That's true. Well, I mean, no, I actually do have, like, I'm one that I can't go from hot, cold. It gives me migraines.
Yeah, and
I can get nauseous.
And then on top of that, we're being cooked on stages. We're ripping our gear down, repacking, and jumping in a freezing car to drive to the next spot.
So I will say,
sweat is just like glued to you.
Yeah. So I will say, as far as all the stages, though, I think the one that for me personally was the most ovened, like the cooker of all of them, was Harpo's.
Yeah.
Oh my,
Harpo's,
dude! It was all the old school cans with the gels on it.
I was sweating within a minute.
Yeah, we were in setup, and I'm already like,
I love the history of the place, but when you're on stage, you can smell the history of the place.
When you're backstage, you can smell.
Yeah,
at least two or three of you guys even mentioned it.
It's the curtains, man. Those curtains
you could just
like retain that moldiness of age.
I didn't notice any of that only because I have a fan. And it's something I invested in years ago because of that reason.
Well, the other thing I didn't realize until we were walking out, there wasn't one, but there's two different green rooms actually back there. Yep. There's a lower level one, and then there was a second green room that was actually upstairs.
I didn't know there was a green room at all. What?
Yeah, there's two.
Oh yeah, there was a green room. I put a sticker in the green room.
Yep,
that's pretty awesome.
And we got a sticker in the onstage bathroom.
Let's talk about that stage though. 6.5 foot off the ground.
Oh my god,
6, 7 foot. It was tall.
It was
Jeff
There's-
and I almost both took a dip. He did it during Show Me the Way, and then I happened to put my foot on the monitor
And it
for
rolled.
a second. It rolled. I'm like,
So you know how they say this is not a step? There's for multiple reasons.
That's one reason.
So there's a picture of me by that sign that says no stage diving.
Yeah.
we all
And that sign is, and I was trying to show where the sign was and where the top of the stage was
Yeah.
all the way around.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that
And there
is
happened to be
a-
one on
oh.
both sides of the stage. I know
Was
we
there?
were thinking that there was only the one, but it was on the same side.
I'm just trying to imagine that pit being full. And, somebody going, this would be a good idea.
Dude, I mean, if you look back at the old Slipknot concerts,
Yep.
Sid used to climb the scaffolding
Yeah.
like 25, 30 feet
That would
up.
just
And then
crush.
just
That would
jump.
crush somebody.
nope.
No,
I'm thinking about my body mass going like,
Here's the thing. I would hate. Imagine being in the crowd and pushed all the way up to the wall of the stage.
yeah. There's nothing you can see at all.
I can't
There's a
see.
Patreon
'cause I'm
moment
just
right
looking
there.
up.
Yep. We got the thumbnail for the Patreon.
Yeah. Gonna get a nice zoomed in picture of that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
But to Chad and Chris and I kind of already got an opportunity to kind of relive some of the moments from the tour, and but Bob and Jeff didn't, so we were going to kind of go over that, and possibly with them bringing up some of this stuff they remember, it might end up triggering some more things
Oh, yeah,
that
we'll
the
end up
three of
talking.
us forgot about completely.
Sheets. It,
Well, no, we
Oh,
did
no,
not
we
forget
talked
about
Why
about
the
sheets.
sheets?
So
Not.
this is, I guess, more on us.
Yeah.
Are we kind of just going to start from the beginning?
I mean, you put it up. Yeah.
I can just mouth
That's
it.
why you wear ears so you know where you're at.
Yeah, so I know where I'm at. Shut up.
Say that again.
So I know where I'm at. Shut up.
No,
Oh.
not that again. Say what you were saying again because I lost you.
Should we start from the beginning?
What you were saying
of the
again.
tour?
Okay, so when
Yeah.
I was a child.
He said tour.
Oh,
Yeah.
tour. So when I was a child. No, go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead. Start it.
I completely lost it. He does this to all of us, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not just me.
Fair.
Right on. That's fair.
Yeah, we did do chronological. We tried.
Yeah,
to
we
go-
just to keep it easy on us.
All right,
we almost forgot.
Yeah, we forgot about Buc-ee's.
for day one at Stan's room, oh my gosh, Fort Wayne, thank you.
Yeah, that was a great turnout.
You
It's,
guys turned out.
Yeah, with no disrespect meant to the rest of the tour, that was by far our best turnout.
Hometown love was definitely appreciated.
um,
So
And
So
then it was all down.
Yeah, well,
no, I
wasn't-
don't know about that.
I'm talking about our performances. We all were like,
Oh well.
Well, I mean that's different because we were going nonstop, right?
Yeah,
And
that's fair.
I will say that I am happy that all the voices we didn't end up like with mid-laryngitis by the end of it.
No, all
Everybody was
This
all
was
the
a longer
vocals,
run,
all the backup
more
vocals.
shows.
Yep.
Nobody was cracked or hoarse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was it the same quality at the beginning of the tour at the end? No.
No,
Yeah.
but I mean,
But we did not lose.
I disagree.
You can
I think it was
disagree.
pretty- I mean, everybody's,
there was a level. Of,
everybody's entitled to their wrong opinion.
There was a level.
So-
of
You're right. You are.
And this is why we fight.
and my dad asked why we write such angry music, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Well, have you ever hung out with us, Dad?"
Right.
I mean, it's fair.
All right, so Stan's room,
So Stan's
Went
room,
well.
Fort Wayne.
And then we
probably the absolute pinnacle of the tour.
and then of course Steve's heart attack in the morning about getting stuff.
Man, it started that night. I don't know what
yeah.
you're talking about. It wasn't just the
Yeah.
morning.
His
Okay,
okay.
but it was completely understandable.
Yeah.
It started like the
Oh,
day
yeah.
before because you're
Right.
like, dude, the absolute worst thing's going to happen. We're not going to
Yep.
Yeah, and he like wished it into existence, but it still worked out.
I mean,
wield it into existence.
He willed.
give me my CDs.
That part, yes. The T-shirts were a complete just.
Yeah, his overbearing willingness for the CDs, the shirt showed up.
Yeah.
They're like, we're not
Fine,
going
we'll
through
get there
that.
too.
It's
I'm not messing
he's-
with you.
He's already mad at the CDs. We don't want him mad at us too.
Yep.
But no, then the drive down to Kentucky
Yep,
and
the flex and go down to Kentucky.
Yep.
Flex and
And then,
go.
cool thing is while it wasn't the greatest turnout, my dad did
Yeah,
come
you-
out for that show. He was there from start to finish. He even
AJ's
had
was
dinner
a
with us.
wonderful setup too. I mean,
yeah.
honestly, as far as the stage setup, that was probably my favorite because we didn't have to roll our box onto anything.
And we talked about that too. How I didn't mind actually AJ's. I know it wasn't the largest stage, but
Yeah.
my God, the access
sound.
for the case to just.
Well,
That was-
and
that's
the
a good
sound.
point.
The
Yeah.
Yeah,
sound
the
was
access
really
for the
good
case
there,
was
too.
fantastic because
Yeah.
it's just a roll in on the floor.
Yep.
and the bar to set the
I
merch
think
up
we
on.
utilized the stage layout pretty well. I mean,
Yep.
Yeah.
at first glance, you're like 5-piece drum set, keyboard, what?
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
I think
it did work out perfectly that I didn't have to be restricted to the stage. I didn't have to worry about any feedback. It was actually, even with it being a smaller stage, I was pretty ease of access to everything.
Now, unfortunately, when we did play AJ's, and even the people that were working there went searching to see what was happening in town that night.
Apparently one of the employees drove the entire main stretch of downtown that night while we were there.
We pretty much played to the house at AJ's,
So
but I
the
really
theory,
appreciate
we did find out why.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
reservoir.
The reservoir.
Yeah.
Got drained the next day.
I mean, if it's your last
For the
hurrah on the
season.
lake, I mean,
Yep.
I
I
can
really
take
can't
it
be
too.
mad at it. Yeah.
Especially if you own a boat and that's the only place
It's
you
just
get
one
to
of those
use
things
it.
like you don't know the area, you book a show, and it's like, oh, it's the biggest festival in town, and then you're like,
Yeah.
okay, well, we're not competing with that. So.
Right.
It's like our local, if
It is what it
like
is.
Grable Days running, and it's like,
And then
or
from there-
no, Three Rivers Festival.
Yeah.
you ain't getting nobody out.
Yeah, then from
Going
there,
out to
but
eat
yeah.
with your dad that day was
It
really
was
good.
cool.
Like,
My
Yeah.
dad's a character.
The
So,
top- the-
Well, yeah, we brought up how the meals only progressively got more tour band like.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
we
Oh, yeah.
started
So-
out way high with a
Day
hibachi.
one was
yeah,
hibachi.
we went to a hibachi that evening.
day two.
and So,
yeah.
yeah.
So we were kind of bougie, and it was nice.
I don't know, because like Virginia Beach dinner
Oh man, that
kind
was
of brought
bougie.
things back
Yeah.
up.
Yeah,
That's
but I
like-
mean, all of Virginia
Hold on.
Beach was bougie.
That's only because as we progressed through the tour, we got closer and closer to
The ocean?
sheets.
Oh, well, yeah.
I mean, that's true.
So it's like,
Yeah, we were surrounded by
species.
sheets the further we went.
Well, hold
so
on, talking about Virginia Beach, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
yeah, we
Yeah.
got
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Raleigh.
sorry.
Because Raleigh was a good
that
show.
was just a reference to the food, though. So
Yeah.
that's fair.
Something that we brought up, though, that night, and I don't know how much Jeff was, and I know you were passed out almost the whole time.
Oh, I know.
But we were discussing the pain of the 3-hour push post-show
I was awake.
to Knoxville.
I'm
I
glad
was
I was
awake.
asleep.
only because it was a lot of countryside driving. Like,
Yeah.
I've done that, and I've
and it was
done worse.
countryside through the
that was
mountains
just
with the
like-
fog.
Oh,
Because I tried to sleep and I couldn't.
Your anxiety.
And I'm like watching the fog. Well, I also knew I had an early morning to meet up with my friend
Right.
for breakfast because it was the only chance I was going to be able to see him through our routing.
So we left Glasgow. We ended up at Knoxville.
Yeah, we were pretty
just
much in
outside,
Knoxville.
just outside
Right.
Knoxville.
And
breakfast
then-
at that
Yeah.
hotel was really nice.
And there was actually some really cool people that Jeff and I ended up talking to. They were all shocked. They're like, "You guys are in a band? What are you guys doing in Knoxville?
yeah, and we were
what's
like
going on?
traveling and all this. You
And
know,
like 90% of them worked at what was it, the power plant? that
yeah,
was there?
the nuclear power
Yeah.
plant, and they
I
were
was like-
taking like a staycation.
I was kind of. I was unintentionally
Into the mic,
rude
bud.
and kind of switched my seats. Nuclear power plant.
yeah.
We were barely hearing you.
Nuclear power plant.
There we are.
Yeah. What?
So there was that, and then we went to the Raleigh show, which in Raleigh itself that same day. What was the band that was playing?
So you had 5 seconds to summer.
5 seconds to summer, and like
just a
as
few
we're-
blocks away, and then the NAACP fundraiser.
Yeah.
the other direction a few
and
blocks.
oddly enough, there was like a fair amount of people in the place.
Oh,
we were
it
in.
was
a good
We had
turnout
a
at
good
Raleigh.
crowd.
I will say, while I appreciate the venue, the bathroom shocked me a little bit.
Hey, it's fine.
Chris had a topic of that.
Yeah, the bathroom shocked me. You know, I don't know if it is or was formerly a gay club, which
It's
is
still
It is.
yeah.
so
It's
I'm
a-
not sure. Don't
is.
care. Not my
Yeah.
business. But
It is a gay club.
fair.
Yeah,
I was
LGBTQ
honored
friendly.
to be there regardless. But when you're trying to take a leak and you have yourself in your hand and you're not of that persuasion and there's a picture of a
I mean, on one
fit
way to
gentleman bent right over in front of you, it kind
Well,
of throws you off.
one way to look at it, it wasn't a real fit gentleman. It was just a photo of a fit gentleman.
He was trying to be ample.
I mean, legitimately.
I mean, you're not.
So
you're
it did
you're in
take
there
a
to do
second.
business. You're not in there to play. So.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, unless
Exactly. I mean,
like,
that's the thing. That's so. At first, I was trying to figure out which bathroom to go into.
Right.
Well, one said,
One says pisser, one says shitter.
So how did you?
It's
Wait,
like,
wait. So you walk up. How did you determine which door you chose?
I just knew I had to take a piss.
that's the way I determined it. I was
So,
like,
I
well, I,
was
have to
thinking-
pee, so I'm going to go in the
I was
pisser.
thinking pisser standing up, shitter sitting down.
yeah. See, and that's
So
kind
I
of what
went
I
in.
thought.
So I actually had an encounter with a woman in the bathroom, and that was interesting because I was so focused. I was getting ready, got my contacts in. I'm reading the etiquette rules that they have, which, by the way, is pretty cool that they have those.
Yeah, still need to put that up or send it over so we can post it.
Yeah, we need to post that.
Yeah, I still haven't done a photo dump either.
I did.
And then like I hear a voice like, "Oh, you're with Contrøller, aren't you?" I turn around, this is like beautiful woman, and I'm like,
Yeah.
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 Like, I had to gather my wits and be like, yeah, remember where I was at. It was,
after I got done using the restroom in there, I didn't run into anybody until I was on my way out, but as I was getting ready to approach the door, it opened up and a female was coming in as I was going out. It's like, oh, cool.
I'm a safe person, so like, you know, you're not used to where we're from and where I grew up, definitely. But once I got over that, it's like, okay, it's whatever. We're literally in a room that just happens to have a urinal and a toilet, but we're in a room just talking.
Well, I will say our local gay bar also has co-ed bathrooms.
I haven't been there in a while, so I know that they've done a lot of remodeling. Not to like sidetrack, but
it's been a long time since I've been over there. But
leave it to the bass player to know how our gay bar is.
I don't know. I haven't talked to Leo
Raleigh was great. The crowd was just amazing. The crowd in general.
Remember the bands that we played with were.
It's been a couple years. To be fair,
Spread Loves.
Actually,
and
to be fair, it's been a couple weeks.
He took away the competition. He was trying to see if they would remember.
Oh,
well, see,
sorry.
I'm not going to remember. I remember faces. I don't remember. Yeah.
I was going to say that for that particular show, it was real nervous and nerve-wracking coming in, not being able to use our stage box. Okay, so in this particular venue in Raleigh, we had what was, tantamount to about a 12-channel mixer, and everything was already kind of preset to specific, specific things.
Timeout. Kudos to you, because not only were we not using our stage box, but you were running sound on this.
Well, me and Steve both were. I can't really take 100% on that because
I was preoccupied with parking. But
that's
a whole other conversation we already had.
You guys were parked like 3.5 blocks?
No, it was like 15 blocks.
Yeah, oh my god.
Yeah, it was like 15 blocks away.
Normal blocks.
I will say I had an amazing sale.
Anyway,
in there running the merch.
He was talking about
because there was a woman that come up and sat on the little half bar in front of the merch booth, and she's wearing a face mask.
Oh yeah.
So I reached onto our table and I picked up our Contrøller face mask and I put it on up to my face, and then I suggested, "Do you want to buy?"
Yeah.
And I pointed at the board on what the price was, and she started getting out her wallet, and I'm like, "Yes."
So you were talking about the mixing situation.
Yeah, the mixing situation had me nervous, but honestly, like every band we played with that night, Spread Loves and the other, which I am horrible with names.
11 to Midnight?
Yes.
11 to Midnight.
Yes.
They have a very similar iconography as ours. I do remember that.
Yes.
And both of their
Crystal
singers,
has her sticker in his wallet.
It's fake. No, I put it on my dresser.
Oh, did you?
Both of their
Hold on, wait a
singers,
minute.
Incredible voices.
Wait a minute. I love you saying to 11 to Midnight had like a setup. I am not a tall blonde.
11 to Midnight. No.
Wow, you weren't paying attention to their logo.
I was being sarcastic.
You were not the iconography.
Unfortunately, as much as you might want to be our iconography.
No, it's Steve. Steve's the icon. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he does crucify himself every show.
So
I was just looking for the nails.
Oh no, I get rid of them every time.
To not using a box, having a small mixer. It's a relatively short room in terms of stage to bar.
Yeah,
it's a shallow room. It's a long room, but it's a shallow room.
There was a lot of. It reminded me of like a choir room when I was in high school. It really did. There was a lot of concrete. There wasn't a lot of there's
a lot of bounce.
Intentional sound absorption.
Yeah, there's a lot of bounce in that room. So, the way to set that room up was to try, usually for a smaller shotgun closet, I would always try to make sure my mids, I'm building out the little mountain, as I like to call it, like my lows kind of low, my highs edge trimmed, so that way I'm not trying to gain stage super high on the hots, on the high end.
But the problem with that is you didn't have the control to do that.
You didn't have none of that. But on the back end, that little Behringer, all right, I got to give some love to a company right now because it did the trick.
It did.
It did.
Oh no, it did the trick. I will say
Behringer.
Yeah. So
we ended up being the most complicated band for the mixing board, actually, though.
Indeed.
That night.
Well, right out of the gate, we have 4 vocals.
Well, even beyond that, we're running all direct.
Right.
Everybody else was running cabs that night, which makes it a lot easier.
You can bypass the board.
Yeah.
Well, I did loan out my amp head.
Yes, you did.
To a bass player.
True.
For Spread Loves.
Yes.
So
an incredible band.
One could say he was spreading love.
He was.
I was spreading the love.
He spread
both of those bands
all over the
super
base.
Incredible. Like, what an honor to get to play with them. That was great.
Very helpful. We talked about how they were all hands on deck, helping us load it.
Oh yeah. The minute we pulled up and they saw that we were there,
everybody was like, "Hey, can we help you?" I made
Give me
one
something.
trip.
Give me something.
I'm in the trailer trying to hand off stuff, and like the singer from Spread Loves was like, "I have empty hands. Give me something."
Which is good because I was focused on the fact that we were late.
Yes.
Where in the F am I going to park?
Right.
Yep.
Traffic is heavy, and we're already a ways from the 3-0 summer or whatever.
5 seconds of summer.
Sure.
Yeah.
The teeny pop band.
Yes, the teeny pop band.
They were
That,
alright.
the traffic. We're on a major artery.
We were in
it
the
felt
center
like.
of downtown
Oh
Raleigh.
yeah.
Yeah, it was very awesome that they helped out. It was like a sandbag moment. Hand me something, handed it off. Hand me something, handed it off.
Yeah.
You
This
barely
here,
had to
like-
move anything physically yourself other than your own. Like, I moved my keyboard because I just didn't want anybody else messing with it.
Well, and in reality, we could have actually moved a lot less than we did, but we were rolling in like we were expecting a normal setup.
Yeah.
And then we're like, so we're just pushing gear, piece after piece, into the backstage area going, not using that.
So the name
not
of
using that.
that place was Ruby Deluxe, right?
Yes.
Yes.
The Ruby Deluxe. Thank you so much.
So fun to play.
Would love to play there again.
Yes.
That-
Oh,
once you-
absolutely. And the fact that we found out that is one of only a few venues that actually are open to original locals.
Yeah.
The bartender was great. The service was great. The
Even
crowd
the
was
door guy
awesome.
was awesome. Sitting and talking to him before we hopped on stage, he was just chill, and it created such a nice atmosphere of like, it felt so much easier to let go and actually like play what you like how you wanted to because you felt like you're surrounded by family and friends.
I will say that I was impressed with the crowd we had given what was going on, but also on top of it, remember, this was a Sunday.
That's right.
We were playing this on Sunday.
Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
It wasn't
No
just
less.
a Sunday.
Yeah,
Right.
but
Holiday weekend.
we were playing on a Sunday in the middle of Raleigh with tons of other things going on, and we still had that reception. I'm like, imagine if we had a normal Sunday in
Right.
Raleigh on a Saturday or a Friday or something like that.
Yeah. We also offered both those bands to come up. I think one of them reached out to our label.
Yes,
So
Spread
they
Loves.
Reached out to Curtain Call and has also already expressed interest. Now, I think if I remember, they were already like, well, we come up in January. We're like, whoa.
Yeah, don't, for your safety, come this direction
Let's bring
during the
it
winter.
spring,
There's a thing
summertime.
called
We'll bring
snow
you.
that you guys don't get.
It's not even the snow; it's we get this thing called ice.
Yeah, it's the ice that I'm like. Snow is fine, but like the ice.
It's ice.
All right,
ice.
so
If you
from
listen back, then
there,
you'll get it.
Yes.
Actually, like, let's continue. You have more to add?
No.
Okay, I didn't want to like railroad it all.
Nope.
Yeah, well, I think we kind of stuck on this one because
Yep.
it was a really
It was
a good show.
There was a lot of
memory.
highlights for me out of Raleigh.
So from there, though, I believe we hopped in the ride and went to Virginia Beach.
Virginia
Yeah.
Beach for down day
And,
one.
there. Okay.
Well,
So-
I got to add one more thing, though.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. That was the first stop to Sheets, though, was that night.
This is true.
It was the first time we were actually close enough to a Sheets to get gas and food was
that
after the Raleigh
Buc-ee's?
show.
Is that was the
No,
Buc-ee's
that was the
as
next
well?
morning.
That was the next day.
That was the next
after
morning.
Waffle
Okay.
House.
Okay, yes, that's right. That's right.
Yep. And that was happenstance. That was because like Steve's going, can we?
Please.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
Hey, look,
I'm
there's
like,
a
okay.
Buc-ee's.
He's literally making sure that this is it. Because if we pass this one Buc-ee's,
Wait.
Yeah.
No, that was on our way to Raleigh because that was the last one.
Oh, was it on? Our
Yeah,
way
that
to
was on
Raleigh?
our way because
there you
that's
go.
one
I
of the
know it was
reasons
a-
we were running late.
I knew it was a day.
Yep. Good point.
I knew it was a day before that we got into Virginia Beach because
11 to midnight and Spread
grabbed
Loves.
flip-flops.
Sorry, I hope you understand.
had
That's
to go
why we
here.
were late.
We had to go
Stop
here.
at Buc-ee's.
I will just say Buc-ee's is the one-stop shop for any shopping crackhead. It's just like
Yeah,
Well, dude, you got your swimsuit there.
yeah, I did too.
You
Yeah.
called out while we were driving through the parking lot, you called out pump number 208.
No, 222. No, we were at 224.
Oh, 224.
I heard
224 was the
and there
pump
was how
we were
many?
at.
It's about 250 total pumps.
Yeah. It was like incredible.
And this was a small Buc-ee's.
Y'all need to fathom that. Like, there was 2 pumps per row. So that means there's 125 rows of pumps.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Needless to say, the beef jerky, the wall was incredible to look at. I did not buy a bunch of beef jerky.
That made the controller photo dump.
Yes.
Yeah, I did not.
And I did buy
any.
2 bags.
I did not buy any. I was trying to be
gone?
somewhat.
No, they're
frugal.
still upstairs.
Okay.
But and also knowing that we were going to Virginia Beach, just a couple days, or the very next day after that.
Yep.
So Virginia Beach, let's get to it. I have never been.
I'd like to go back to it.
I have. I would too. I had never been in the Atlantic Ocean before that moment, and there was some trepidation because I'd been seeing on TV that people were getting some sort of disease from jumping in the
Flesh-eating bacteria.
Yeah.
But I did some research, and that was like the concern was anybody that had open wounds going into the oceans.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying that my mouth is in open.
So Steve was in constant danger because he's a gas.
Well, actually, they were saying another big part was people who were taking heartburn medication or anything like that. That actually put you in
there was a
risk.
lot of things, like a lot of situationals that you had to meet to worry about.
I would say that it was super fabulous. We spent a lot of time on the beach throughout the evening. Probably gave ourselves some level of heat exhaustion throughout that day because it was actually fairly hot.
No.
But I think the heat exhaustion.
I stayed out until 2 a.m. though. So
his whole thing wasn't until like a couple days later when we were in Akron.
We're talking like 3 days later.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think our actual heat exhaustion day was the back-to-back walking through the Mall of America and the National Mall rather.
Down.
And
Tour
2025
Mall
was
of
just
America.
crazy. First of all, for those who don't know, I was actually born in Florida, so
he's our Florida man.
I am. I'm the crazy
He's
guy.
our Florida man.
So when I was younger,
all explanations have been.
We need to put his birthday in and say birthday Florida
actually,
man.
I could tell you what it says. I've done that, and it's actually pretty epic. Anyways,
That's fabulous.
But I was born in Florida, so like every other weekend at the very least, I was going to the beach. So it was very nostalgic for me to be able to actually spend time in the water. And even when we left from the beach, and obviously the hotel was right there, I was pretty consistent in going back and forth because we were only there the day, and it was just nice.
Good luck editing, Steve. That's all.
Yeah, I know.
I don't care.
I know you don't.
I don't care. But yeah, as far as everything, that was great. The seeing Washington D.C. was kind of a bit emotional for me. So the memorial for fallen warriors.
Oh yeah, I
The
forgot.
Vietnam Wall.
Yeah.
Well, before you get into the heartfelt stuff, is there anything else from Virginia Beach?
Oh, dude, it was just epic. It was just
because
nice to be on
I know the
beach.
restaurant had gotten brought up and everything like that.
It just is what it is as far as the restaurant. It was okay food and it was a decent environment.
I don't know, man. Those fish tacos were killer.
I don't know, man. The chocolate was.
I
hitting
had
me.
some pretty awesome stuff from Virginia Beach because I made a major mistake. We went and picked up alcohol, and I didn't realize our cooler was literally full. So I went and, of course,
We had to drink it all.
I grabbed a 12-pack and then realized that legitimately I wouldn't be able to take any of it with me because
you can take
everything
all of
else was packed full. No, like I was going to stuff stuff in there and I was like, it's not going to fit. There's literally no room. And we were still looking at stuff in the fridge in the room that was going with us because there
That's
was
because
no
we were
way.
trying to keep the leftover food.
Yeah, and that
probably.
stuff too. So
I didn't end up getting sick. I was fine.
So I didn't get sick. I mean, I drank a 12-pack as everybody passed out. But when it finally came to about 4 or 5 a.m., I realized I run out of cigarettes. There was a 7-Eleven only like 2 blocks away.
Mom had a scolding.
Oh
to
my
you.
gosh, I got yelled at because I went out. But, I got to say.
Only because Mr. Som. You
Blake
don't have a phone that has
Brandy,
GPS.
Blake and Brandy were fabulous. Their people were great. I did not go to the party afterward.
That's the thing that gets me is like it's 5 in the morning.
I was more worried about
and
you
they're
getting
like, "Hey,
lost
there's a
trying to get
party
back."
going on."
Exactly. I saw the party and they were jamming. Dude, there was a live DJ going. They had lights in the backyard. I'm like, this actually looks pretty dope. But I was
Yeah, you're fine
seriously
right now.
needed to get home at that point. Well, back to the hotel and not get.
That was my concern. Was like you just randomly
you did admit
lost.
you got lost.
I didn't get lost. I was down the street from. I saw our hotel everywhere I went, so it wasn't like I was.
Your exact words to us was, "I did get lost for a minute. And I had to have somebody tell me which direction to go."
I got lost on the way to the 7-Eleven because I thought it was to the right of the hotel and not to the left, so I went 2 extra blocks. Mate, my phone was dead anyway. It wouldn't have worked. It's fine.
True.
And like back in the day, people didn't have GPS.
Because they knew where they were going.
They trusted the star.
And we only went for a 5-block radius of our house.
Paper atlases, paper maps.
I need MapQuest, baby.
He walks 3 blocks and he unfolds this brochure like
I did use GPS. I used the general populous speech method to find out where I was.
Wow.
GPS. There we go. General populist speech method works a lot. Anyway, it was a good time.
So awesome. We just heard how full of BS Jeff is. That's great.
And here's the best part. He got back about 40 minutes before the place directly across the street was wide open.
Mm-hmm. So he could.
That was also selling his cigarettes.
Well, I didn't want to go over to the bodegas.
And he didn't want to wait.
Sketchy.
Obviously.
Well, that's a bodega.
It felt sketchy.
The place that was blocks away past the house party was fine.
Legitimately, nobody looked like they were on anything, and nobody was zombie walking.
Well,
I don't trust that.
To be fair, he made it back.
I did, and then the very next day is when we went to the mall, and I'm gonna
no, you're fine.
I just wanted to make sure all the Virginia Beach stuff got.
I mean, it was Virginia Beach was just great.
I'm actually gonna let Bob lead this because something crazy did happen.
So.
Right when we got there.
Right. Well, so obviously we saw all the sites you could possibly want to see in D.C. Lincoln Memorial, Thomas Jefferson Memorial.
We saw all the highlights.
Yeah, we saw all the highlights. Washington Monument.
An awesome liquor store.
I think you and I both spent too much money at that liquor store.
Yeah.
Steve intentionally.
Yeah. I went there knowing I was going to.
Yeah, Steve knew he was going to be dropping like
$300 bottle of bourbon back there.
I would like to take it home.
That.
Would you let me take
it? It was $300 because the guy gave him a discount.
I came close to spending what he spent. But
he also got a discount. Did you hear that?
So did I.
Oh,
yeah. He knocked 15% off.
Yeah, the dude was not.
We both got 10.
Was
I thought it was 15.
Great.
Well, I felt special either way.
So my point was, Steve intentionally.
I went there with the plan that I was going to spend that money.
Yeah, I didn't plan it and was like, ooh. Although that whiskey is fantastic.
The Green Spot.
Yeah,
I told
really
you.
Good. Yeah, I've had a couple of glasses. It's very nice.
What was the name of said whiskey spot?
Oh God, Schneider's. Yeah,
Thank
Schneider's.
you, Schneider's, for pointing us in the right direction.
Sponsor us, give us bigger discount.
Yeah,
please sponsor us.
Chad, I don't think that'll happen, but
if anybody's like Harry Potter or like there's a scene where they're going into the wand shop.
Orlander's, it's exactly that.
Ollivanders. It's just like boxes of boxes, disarray but organized. Like the dude knows where everything is.
Yeah,
exactly the same thing in this liquor store, and I almost feel bad calling it a liquor store.
No, it's like,
but that's all it was.
It's a boutique liquor store.
Boutique alcohol.
Yeah,
boutique alcohol store.
There you go.
It reminded me of like a Hyde Brothers bookstore, but
here's the thing: like
it was alcohol.
You could find your section. Like I was in the rum area looking at rum, and like behind me was tequila. And
it sounds.
Yeah, unless you go looking for a liqueur that's actually tequila.
Well, do you happen to have?
I bought 2 bottles. One
high-end booze
off of his suggestion. The other one I was like, ooh, this one has dust on it. It's probably good.
It's got dust on it.
It's got dust on it. This is the good stuff.
Next time I'm going
back. Hold on. He brought up. So I actually we're in this boutique.
Oh no!
And I actually am like, randomly, do you guys have cold cock whiskey? And everybody's scratching their head because cold cock whiskey was like the Monster energy drink of
it was a
whiskeys.
It was,
all right, Kyle.
Yeah,
it was a 35%, not technically whiskey.
Because I just no. There's your challenge. Okay. So anyway, I was actually cleaning my fridge a week ago, and I came across a flask in the back of it. I'm like, Could it be?
Did you find it?
No,
it was not.
Oh,
I was like,
yay!
So excited I had even just like a
drop
of like cold cock left.
Do they just not make that anymore?
They don't because of COVID, and it was still already a fleggling company.
Oh.
Wasn't it Nikki Six was one of the?
It was Nikki Six, I believe. All right, but
yeah, Schneider's the Harry Potter liquor store.
So, but getting back to Bob and the creepy moment.
Thank you for listening to Actually Controller. If you liked what you heard, please consider following us on all our socials. You can easily find us on all the different platforms by going to linktree/controller33 or scan the QR code if you are watching the video version of this episode. Thank you.